let's make some chocolate mousse. This one, I don't think it's particularly low calorie. I feel like everybody's losing their shit over this one again because of the protein, and it's been around for a while, but I know you guys wanted to see how this is going to work if we do it with sweetener instead of sugar, and so let's give it a go. This is the cottage cheese chocolate mousse. The whole batch of this is actually going to come out to about 230 calories, which not great. I mean, it's not like super calorie dense, but I wouldn't call it low calorie necessarily either, especially with some of the pudding options that we've got. We're going to try though. So you're supposed to take the cup of cottage cheese and put it in your blender, but I feel like my blender might be too big or something. I think I'd lose it all on the sides and I didn't feel like dragging it out. So we're going to use the hand blender instead. We're going to chuck it in here, blend it all up, and then add the other stuff. Let's go. All right. I'll figure this out eventually, folks. The strongest setting? It is. All right. This is going to take a minute. I can see wanting to do this in like a much bigger batch and then making it worthwhile to dirty your whole blender and not have just this little tiny bit of stuff at the bottom. Okay, that's probably as good as that's going to get. So there's 200 calories. I use 2% cottage cheese. You can shave the calories off. I think the difference between 1 and 2% for a full cup, I think it's about 20 calories. So you could go with a 1% and cut some calories there. You could take off just a handful more calories, probably another 10, and drop down to the 0%. But I felt like something like a mousse in particular, you're needing at least a little bit of fat in there just so that it actually goes moussey. Okay, this is 2.5 tablespoons of, this is Splenda, the granulated Splenda sweetener. Oh, that's really in there now. Okay, that goes in, and then 2.5 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Don't use the sweetened stuff because that's going to defeat the whole purpose. And then just a pinch of salt because you need the salt, and a little bit of vanilla. Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh, it's going very well so far. Okay, so maybe that's another maybe that's another reason why you need a blender. Okay, we're just gonna keep going though. We're in this now. All right, we're calling it. The bowl I got, no, it's gonna work. We're just gonna make it work. It looks like melted soft serve ice cream. Okay, so the 2.5 tablespoons of cocoa powder that we added were 28 calories. The vanilla would be negligible, so with the salt. So it's 228 is the total, but we'll add a couple calories just for the salt and the vanilla extract. Okay. It's blended really well. And that's actually a fair bit. It fluffed up a lot more than I thought it would. Okay, so this needs to go into the fridge to set for at least a half an hour. I'm going to give it probably an hour, and then I'll come back and try it and let you know how it went. The mousse is ready. It has been in the fridge now for well over an hour. The bowl is super cold, and it looks really good. I will say that. It looks really good, and it smells really good too. So how does it? Oh, it's pretty fluffy. It looks like I could have mixed it a little bit more, but it's pretty fluffy. Like it's nice and gloppy, like a pudding. I don't think it's quite moussey enough. Maybe I probably should have whipped it more, or maybe used a blender like you're supposed to, but I was too lazy to clean it. Let's see how it tastes. That's really rich. Okay, that's satisfying in a way that pudding isn't because of the mouthfeel of it. It's so rich. We're just having that little bite. And it's not too sweet. You might want to take it up to 3 full tablespoons of the sweetener. This is it's definitely not on the overpoweringly sickly sweet side. It's not savory at all, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like it's not, whoa, that is super, super sweet. It's definitely not overpowering in that way, but it's really tasty. The thing of it is, though, it's the texture. It's the mouthfeel. I don't think I could eat all of that just because it feels so rich, and it is really, really satisfying. I get this one now. And yeah, the protein, they're all whatever, the protein. 230 calories for this, even if you up the sweetener, because that's not going to increase your calories at all. I would give it a go because it is like it's easily doubly as satisfying as pudding is when it comes to mouthfeel.